So I'm alone. I have no idea where Jake is, but he was nice enough to leave me this letter. Introduce the show and get to aviation. Hurry. Well, all right then. Since planes is what the Riverside Campus is known for, we're switching places with an aviation maintenance student and taking a look at Andy B's bowling. I gotta go. This is Accidentally Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Accidentally Live. I'm your host, Jake Marion.
And I'm Savannah Byrne. We've got a spectacular show for you guys today and a movie I'm really looking forward to.
More than Lego Batman?
Almost. A close second for sure, though.
Well, before we get to that startling revelation, let's take a look at some gym and entertainment news in this week's edition of The Scope. Have you ever wanted to skateboard off clouds or have an aerial dogfight through Candyland? Well, if you can dream it, you can do it. Only in LEGO Worlds. Released initially on the PC in 2015, the early access edition of the game garnered the attention of several popular YouTubers and built up a massive train of hype. Now with the March 7th release date coming up quick, LEGO Worlds is sure to be a brickbuster.
In the worlds of music, Ed Sheeran is still reigning high with Shape of You. And in the electro dance charts, Halsey and the Chainsmokers are dominating the top 2 spots with Closer and Paris.
In that lovely little country on the other side of the globe, we've got K-pop news. BTS, the Bangtan Boys, have the fastest rising K-pop music video in history with their new hit, Not Today.
For those of you with a taste for Night of the Living Dead, a new film is just premiered in the cinema, so don't go anywhere and just focus in on the sneak peek of Get Out.
Sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
Mine is a terrible thing to waste. Terrible.
If there's too many white people, I get nervous.
That certainly looks like an interesting flick. I may have to go see that. And get a nightlight.
Or better yet, you could go on a cheap date at one of the fantastic places we've picked out around Tulsa. Speaking of, it's time again to showcase some more cheap dates. Hello and welcome back to Cheap Dates. We have an all-in-one date pack for you today, and it's all here at Andy B's. Andy B's Bowling Alley has 32 traditional bowling lanes, but if you're looking for something a little more laid back, they have the VIB area, which is for Very Important Bowler. And they have 16 VIB bowling lanes, all equipped with comfortable couches and jumbo TVs. But Andy B's has a whole lot more to offer than just bowling. They have plenty of arcade games too, like Dance Dance Revolution, NBA Hoops, Golden Tee Golf, and Skee Ball. Furthermore, Andy B's has a go-kart track with many twists and turns for a more involved experience than just driving in an oval. In addition to all that, they have laser tag, which has a maze, smoke machines, and glow lighting, which makes an exciting and challenging experience. Andy B's is a great place to have a date night. It has all the fun you could want. So tune in next week when we go to Purple Glaze. Well, she's gone again.
Who?
Alicia. She's gone again.
Well, where is she this time?
Thanks for asking, Jake. I'm over here at Aviation Maintenance. Hey, weren't you guys out here trying out, what was it again?
Riveting. It's riveting. We had to drill holes in a metal and then put screws in it. It was a fun experience. If I didn't love being in the center of attention so much, I'd definitely check out aviation.
Yeah, Alicia. You have it easy. We had to do the hard part.
Looking at tools can be pretty hard. Anyways, when you're riding a plane, you want everything to be put together correctly. We have to trust that these people know what they're doing. So this week, we take a look at the aviation maintenance class.
My program basically equips us as students to become certificated mechanics in the workplace. So every day we are learning how to work on planes or fix or repair whatever we need to be equipped in the workplace. So whenever we leave this school, we'll have our airframe and power plant license, which basically means that we can pick whichever part of the airplane that we want to work on, repairing engines or repairing landing gear or things like that. And so we'll be able to take our favorite part of our license and we'll be able to hone in on that. And especially if a big corporation like American Airlines needs somebody specific to this job, they will give us on-site training to make us better at that on top of the education that we've already gained from Tulsa Tech. Our ticket will really take us many, many places. Many people are offering jobs, so we're definitely entering into a very big, needed job these days. Before coming here, I barely knew how to change a tire, but now I feel confident that I can even take apart an entire engine and put it back together and send it up in the air and see how it flies.
Well, as someone who tried aviation, I can say it's not for me. However, perhaps it's just what some of you out there would like. And to help answer any lingering questions, Caleb Brooks has come on to help us. Thank you for coming on, Caleb. So, tell us a little bit about aviation.
Well, aviation is a fast-growing industry. There's a lot of job opportunities.
That's great. Why did you join aviation?
I joined aviation, one, because I was looking for a program to join Tulsa Tech in, but couldn't really decide. But my uncle sparked my interest in aviation, and it made me join.
It's really cool. What was it like being a TV student for a day?
It was definitely cool. It was a lot different than I thought it was going to be. It was a challenge. It was pretty difficult, but I enjoyed it.
That's great. Well, if you didn't know, it's that time again, folks. Now, Caleb, each week we play a game right here on Accidentally Live. This week, it's right or wrong. It's simple in theory, but complex in practice. How it works is I ask you a question, you give me an answer, and no matter what answer you give, no matter how crazy it is, you're right because it's wrong. You ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right. Who was the first president to be elected into the Wrestling Hall of Fame?
George Washington.
Oh, good choice, good choice. He was a pretty good fighter. However, it was actually Abraham Lincoln. Not many people know that.
Wow.
What is the name of the instructor of multimedia design here at Tulsa Tech?
Mrs. Truman.
Mrs. Truman. Nope. A good guess. Very good guess. He's got some good answers today. All right. I got a last one. I'm sure it's going to stump you. On this day in history, in 1854, what important historical event happened?
Boston Tea Party.
Oh, real close, real close. But it was actually the first meeting of the Republican Party.
Wow.
Well, that was really fun. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Caleb. Thank you, really. Anyways, that was super fun. But Savannah has something far more interesting lined up.
That's right, Jake, because this week we did something really special. We had a class swap. I know I had fun, and I know it was very interesting. This wonderful host just hopes you'll find it as exciting and as spectacular as I did.
Quiet on set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought swapping classes would be a cool experience, but I also thought it'd be easy.
Radio, and then the CG is...
Yep, CG is that one.
The most challenging was definitely the directing. It was difficult to keep everybody going at the same time, prepare everything.
Radio, and then the CG is...
I felt I did good at the technical director where I switched the cameras, but I don't know if I necessarily enjoyed it, but I felt I was decent at it. It was pretty easy. I mean, I enjoyed like the whole experience. It was cool, but I don't know. I like my aviation, so, but it was cool. I enjoyed it all. At first, I thought it was a serious type of deal, like we were actually had to do it right and everything, and I thought I was gonna mess everything up, the whole film, or maybe some equipment, but it all went well.
This class swap was definitely a lot harder than I thought it would be. I appreciate the experience, but I'm gonna stick to aviation.
I was giving you nothing but helpful comments. My thoughts when I learned that we would be swapping classes was sort of, okay, this is weird. What kind of class are we gonna be doing? Oh, we're doing aviation maintenance? Okay, I'm totally gonna be lost, and I might get hurt because I'll have no clue what I'm doing.
I was really wanting to know who it was and what it was that we were going to be doing, because I really only know TV.
My river was so much prettier than your river.
Don't even try and figure it out. He really helped walk us through basically all of it. I felt like I had a fun time, honestly. It was really fun. And yeah, that was a great time for me.
And don't put any pressure on this one. All the pressure will be on the rivet gun, and you just...
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I didn't have a firm enough grip, so one of them like went everywhere a little bit. And that was kind of nerve-wracking. I was like, here it is. I'm definitely gonna shoot the little nail across the room. Mainly. Working with power tools is mainly, and then I made that weird little thing. And it was accomplishing, and I was way better than Jake, so, I mean, made me feel real good anyway.
I felt great after completing my work there. I think I had done a great job. I did the best out of anyone there. It was a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it. Even though that was absolutely drilling, I'm going to stick to gracing your TV screens every week. You're stuck with me, folks.
Thankfully, I'm here to balance things out. Speaking of next week, I'll be showing you some thrilling places right here in the center of Tulsa. We'll also take a look at whichever place Alicia has picked out for us next week.
Of course, you'll also see more of me. In our final episode, we take you, the viewers, right behind the scenes, right here at Accidentally Live.
Next week is our final episode before we hand it off to TV1.
So we hope you'll tune in next week for
Accidentally
Accidentally
Live.
There is a house in New Orleans they call Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many poor boy, and God, I know I'm one.
My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father, he was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the
only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun.